Welcome to the Plastics Podcast.
We're just two gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
Talking about life from our point of view.
Welcome to the second episode of the Plastics Podcast.
Yes, we're so excited. We're still working on a little technical difficulties, but we're getting there.
Yes, we're definitely getting there. Life has, I swear, with the lighting and the cameras and the phones and the uploading and it's a lot. If you could see what was going on behind us, it's a studio.
Which
I love it.
We'll post some stuff.
Yes, behind the scenes. So, what's new? What's been going on with you, Samantha? It has been 1 week.
It's been 1 week, and as I told you, or if you listened in episode 1, I told you that my life is just crazy.
Yeah.
Every day is something wild. So this weekend I got kicked out of Starbucks.
Nice.
But should I go into it? Could I tell you exactly what's so frustrating?
Yes.
I'm really a nice person. Like, I'm so nice. It takes a lot to get me there. And I don't want to, cast out any sort of group. But I just want to know why. Why cyclists want to go on roads that are just, one way out. There's no middle turning lanes. It's a double yellow line. You cannot get around them. The road is wavy and windy and all kinds of things. It's very dangerous.
Okay, have you ever seen those memes where people are like, imagine falling in love with someone and they're the love of your life and find out that their family gets up at 6 a.m. and goes cycling? Ew!
Okay, listen, I can see that. I think I was telling you this earlier. Okay, the appeal. You want to work out and, I like doing cycling. I'm more of like a stationary Peloton or rush cycle, something like that, indoor cycling. But, not everybody wants to do that. Even people want to run on a treadmill and then there's other people that want to run outside. I get it. There's an appeal there. There's it's different.
I'd rather headbutt a bowl of thumbtacks. Dead ass.
But
I'd rather headbutt a bowl of thumbtacks.
Why choose that road? Why? And everybody, okay, I have major anxiety. So I could never imagine myself pedaling as fast as I can go and then 20 cars piled up behind me because they cannot get around me. That would make me have so much anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
As fast. Maybe that's part of the thrill. Maybe it's I want to put myself in so much danger and it's different from just doing indoor cycling. Maybe that's why, I don't know, but I would have so much anxiety. So that's where the story begins that morning. I need to get somewhere. I'm freaking out that I'm now 30 minutes behind schedule because I cannot get around these people. And they just don't care. They don't care. They're still just, they don't try to get over. There is nowhere to get over anyways.
Yeah.
So by the time I get to Starbucks, because honey, I may be late, but I'm still not passing out my Starbucks.
No.
I am that basic.
Yep.
Okay?
If you're more than 2 minutes late, girl, you better be late, and you better show up with, come caffeinated.
I will be caffeinated.
Would you rather be late and in a shitty mood because you haven't had your caffeine, or would you rather just be late and roll up listen, I'm good.
I need my caffeine.
Exactly.
So I get there, and the line is wrapped around the building. Just tack it on. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I'm still going to wait in the line. So then, you go into your mind, the debate, do I run in? Do I stay in the line? Do I run in? Do I stay in the line? So I think, okay, I'm going to do it online. I'm going to quickly do it online. I'm going to go in and then they're going to have it ready. Mm-hmm. Okay. So by the time I get it, the app, and I download and get it done and pay, I park really quick. I hop out of the car. Here comes the cyclists. They have caught up. Okay. Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack, all the way inside because they wear the shoes that have to clip in,
Yeah.
So it's they literally clack, 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 all in front of me. And I am my head is going to fucking explode. But I don't have to get in the line because I did it on my app. Mm-hmm. So I go straight over to where, you pick it up and there's 20 drinks there. I've never seen it like this. The inside's packed, the outside's packed, and there's all these drinks and no one's picking them up. So finally I'm waiting there and I get somebody's attention and I'm like, hey, I ordered mine online. Do you know where it is? Did y'all make it? Blah, blah, blah. I know they didn't. I'm just hey, giving you a hint, make my shit, hurry up. So the lady's like, I don't know. Let me, oh, our machine's broken for the online orders. It's fine. I'm going crazy.
No.
It's fine. I can't take it. So then I'm like, okay, it's fine. So she comes around and she's looking at the drinks. I already checked all the drinks. Mm-hmm. I know my drink's not there. Just I already showed her my phone. You know the order? Like, let's just throw, I don't even care what you put in there anymore. Just throw it out there.
Exactly.
And just let me out.
Give me the espresso cake. You know the espresso cake when you pull it out of the machine after they grind it and press it?
Give it to me.
Give it to me and I'll eat that. That's fine.
And I know it's worse because my husband's in the truck. And he doesn't even want me to be at Starbucks, you know? So he's fuming and I'm like, So then I just look down. I mean, not even kidding. I have been at this Starbucks for 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
Inside?
Between pulling up, coming inside, ordering, the whole thing. The clickety-clacks all have their coffee.
Man.
All of them have their coffee. So I look down and out of those 20 coffees, I picked 2 that look similar to my color and fucking... Whoever Carly is, thank you, Carly, because
oh my God.
I run out of that bitch with my 2 coffees, but then instant karma because
you drank a cup of coffee named Carly?
Yes.
That's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It has a name.
So I run up to the car door and I'm like looking at my husband like, open the door, you know, like I got my hands full. Well, no, he doesn't. So I'm trying to open the door, instant karma. You know when the door opens but it doesn't open enough and it slams back shut? I went to go get in it. Blood all over my knee. I'm like, get me out of here. When I tell you, I still went to Starbucks the next day.
Did they tell you never to come back?
So the lady comes after me as I'm trying to get in, and I hit my knee.
Is it Carly or the Starbucks worker?
The Starbucks worker.
Oh,
Carly
dang.
was on the drink, but she drinks what I drink. I was really good at picking out, you know, the color.
Carly rhymes with Samantha.
It's fine. It's fine.
I've been like, my government issued name is in fact Carly.
Mm-hmm. And then I felt like I had to act like a Carly, and I didn't know how Carly would act that day, but she's a bad bitch, let me tell you.
Yeah.
She got drunk at a Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
Way too drunk. Stole 2 shirts.
Yep. No, you did?
No, Carly did.
Oh, Carly. Carly okay.
Did.
Your alter ego?
Carly.
Gotcha.
That was just Sunday. That was God's day.
And so you stole?
Yeah.
You stole somebody's identity?
Okay, first off, there were kids there, and the kids were cold. And so I got them the 2 shirts. I did not realize that the shirt said, get lit or get smashed like a piñata. Something around getting smashed like a piñata. I don't know, but listen, I got an orange one and a blue one. Carly did. Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not judging because, okay, so this is a little off topic, but this does kind of go with like the t-shirt thing. So when we were younger, there's this strip club in a bad part of town. And like...
Was it called Fantasies?
Girl, I've actually been there before. And the stripper pole is a support beam painted gold in the middle of the stage. That's fantasy. Girl, I've been. I kid you not. When I first moved to Texas, like, so my husband, who was then he was only my boyfriend at the time. We weren't even engaged. He goes, oh, you want to go out with some of my friends today? And I was like, sure. So we're driving into Houston, and he goes, oh, this place is BYOB, by the way. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. So we stop at a gas station. He gets, like, normal people drink. He gets, like, a Michelob Ultra. And I'm like, I'm going to be so trashy. I'm going to get a Mad Dog. So,
oh, yeah.
I got a blue Mad Dog. By the way, mind you, I was wearing a hoodie, a lime green hoodie, a red pair of shorts. I had just colored my hair, so I didn't, like, there was still, like, color stain on my face. Nice. I had no makeup on. My hair
So they expected you to grab the Mad Dog. They were like, yeah.
Yeah. I expected someone to give me $1 and ask me if I was okay as I was walking out. And so, like, I go in there, and I'm like, what are we doing right now? Why are we and it's 2:00 on a Saturday in the afternoon. And everybody's like, why isn't anybody here? Because it's 2:00 on a Saturday afternoon, and it's some dump truck strip club.
No one's there at night either.
Where like the pole is literally a support beam in the middle of the stage painted gold.
I think it's a butt naked one too.
It is. So anyway, so there's this place like where I'm from in Ohio that if you're under 21, you have to get a t-shirt. So like you can go out with your friends and you can be cute or whatever, but the minute you go in that bar, they will put a t-shirt on you that says like, I'm under 21.
No way.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Like here it's like a little stamp or something, you know, that you can wash off in the bathroom. A t-shirt?
A whole ass t-shirt. So then I remember like my friends and I thought it was like this like collector's item, but could you imagine? Like I know you stole t-shirts from a Mexican place, but could you imagine like
I'm definitely
like I'm cold
after this.
and you're like, oh, here guys, just throw this shirt on.
Does one of your friends have those shirts? Because I feel like we should wear those next episode.
Should we?
Yes. Like I
would have to call my sister because
under 21 right now.
I don't even remember what the place is called. So I would have to call my sister and ask her like, what is this what was the name of that place that they gave you t-shirts? I just remember like being there, and I think I was like 19 or something. My sister was 18, and we were in there, and it was like such a novelty thing. And we were like, so like, oh my God, boobies. Like, I was like shook that I was actually seeing a stranger's boobies, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. And I was like sitting in there, and then I just remember this girl, she came out, she had black hair, and she just had this like blonde. Now, remind you, this was in the early 2000s, okay? So this was like when emo kids and scene kids and stuff like that. And I just remember she had black hair with this just blonde, like just her bangs were blonde. Oh. And I remember she came out on the stage and she was like dancing, and her name was like Cinnamon or something. And she was like dancing, and she danced that song, that AFI song, you know, that's like, hey, Miss Murder, can I? Okay. That one. I can't believe I remember that. This was like,
it's one of those core memories.
It is a core memory. And I remember it. And I'm like, well, first, why is that a core memory? But I just remember then I was like, oh my God, I want to look like this girl.
Nah.
Girl, for real. And there are photos of me.
You find inspiration wherever you can.
Exactly. I'm not above finding inspiration anywhere. And like this girl, so I remember like I was one of my first friends to ever move out of my mom's house. And so we had like a house party, and we were having a good time. We were drinking. But we were I just remember one of my friends, and I don't know if he would want me to ever say his name. He was actually a friend. Like we went to high school together, and it's funny because like he still lives in my hometown, and my parents go into his like bike shop and stuff to like get bikes and stuff fixed. And I specifically remember looking at him like, this is after a full night of drinking, let me color your hair. I'm not kidding. We went upstairs to my bathroom. There was like 20 of us piled into this bathroom, and I'm coloring his hair with like my eyes all crossed, like speaking in cursive. But you know what? He came out, he goes, that was the best my hair ever looked. I was like, what?
Sometimes, you know?
Yeah. And I think I even told him this story. I mean, I doubt he even remembers it. It's like, even to this day. And I know he doesn't listen to this podcast. Like, I don't know. But
He better.
I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I grew up in, I don't want to say it's a small town. It's not like a country town, but it's like a smaller, like, suburban town. So, like, it was a smaller population. So everybody kind of knows everybody. But it was like, I still see him out and about. Like, he's friends with my parents.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. But girl, you got thrown out of Starbucks and banned.
Yeah, but there's so many. So you know what? On to the next.
You know what? For real. Like, for real.
Look at me today. I got my Starbucks.
I know. I have mine in this little cup because, girl, I like to basically drink like a liquid candy bar. So you got me a skinny vanilla latte, and I dumped coffee creamer in on top of it. So I'm about to have those shakes.
My favorite.
I'm about to be shaky.
That's what my goal was today. I was like, get shaky, don't eat. Get shaky, don't eat.
Yeah, and then guess what ends up happening? You get all yiked up on caffeine and start chewing on air. Like, you're like, you know?
I'm gonna be so skinny. My mental health, that can be thrown to the wayside. No big deal.
Oh my God, when my mental health is at an all-time low, I'm so skinny.
Oh my God.
Is this toxic? We probably shouldn't talk about this. It's toxic to talk about. But I just remember, like, I look at photos.
It's true, though, because my mental health got so much better in the past 2 years. And look at me. I'm like, well, I was eating everything. I was so happy. I'm like, oh my God, what does it matter? I'm so happy.
Girl, I just remember looking at photos of myself when I was young. This is getting deep now. I know, what's wrong? It's because it's rainy. But it's raining. I think it's because, like, I just remember, like, looking at photos of myself in my early 20s. And I was like, I was so beautiful. But I was so sad.
I know.
Now I'm not sad at all.
I'm not sad.
But, you know, that was deep.
So deep. Should we get on to our surface news?
Okay, yes. Okay, so after last week, it's like every thought in my head just started just like, all the serotonin blasted at once. Once I went through the whole, like, figuring out how to post this and the platforms and all that other stuff, I, like, literally had a dopamine dump in my brain, and I was, like, taking notes. So I was, like, ticky-tacking on my phone.
Yes.
And then, of course, I had a pageant this weekend with a whole bunch of, the girls I work with are, like, they range from age, like, 23 to, like, 28. So they're in that age group where,
Prime.
They're still, like, they still have really funny stories.
Yes.
So, of course, like, I laughed until I cried.
Yes.
But, I was like asking them questions about things. So that's why I was taking notes as I was like asking them questions, because I'm like, I feel like they have the real insight on life.
Yes. It's so funny that no matter what age or where I'm at in life, I'm always learning new things.
Same.
And I love it.
Same.
I've really come into loving asking questions, inappropriate questions too. But I'm learning so much.
Like the ice in my veins?
The ice in my veins. I feel cool. I feel so cool.
That was the funniest. You remember you came over and you were like, so I say it all the time, but your husband Mitch,
Yeah.
And Mitch is like, what does that even mean? And you were like, if you know, you know. And then you came over and you're like, what does this mean? What does this mean? And I'm like, I was like,
I'd always have to come over here to ask what things I have to keep up. But you got these girls so they can help us.
They are kind of like my in on things. So they teach me so much, especially like the younger pageant girls, because like I've learned so much about.
And people like our age now and older, they're like, oh, that's just stupid. Oh, da da da. But our parents did the same thing. Like, oh, tight. That's tight. What does that mean? That's dumb. Why are y'all saying that?
Yeah.
So like, I see my husband doing that to my son. Like, that's bussing. Like, what, the buses come in? Like, he doesn't get it.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
I'm trying to teach
ice in my veins.
Exactly.
Oh, my son all the time now. That's cap. That's cap.
Okay, so the cap thing is something I'm still trying to get in on. The whole like cap, because I guess that means they're lying.
Yeah, it means they're lying.
Okay.
So now I just love messing with them.
Mitch or your kids?
Both.
Oh. Why not? Why not?
Friends, family, everybody, actually.
Because, like, my favorite is, like, I think I saw it on a TikTok. Shocking. We're referencing TikTok. Where, like, this guy was eating something. He goes, this bussin'. So now I'm trying to get my kid to say it. I'm like, dude, say this. And he's like, no. Like,
I know.
He won't. I know. I'm like, says bussin'. And he's like, dino nuggets. They're bussin'. If I could get him to say that, I'm not kidding.
Viral.
I will literally put a crown on my head and be like, that's it. I've won the parenting award.
Until.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so like so last week I was thinking and about things. So one of the things that I thought, like, things that are embarrassing for no reason. Have you ever thought about those
Yes,
things?
I made a TikTok on this actually.
Did you?
Because there are a lot of things that embarrass me for no reason, or I get anxiety for no reason. Just no reason. Like, why would that cause me anxiety? Why?
And it's like, it's not things like tripping and falling in front of a large group, because that is actually genuinely embarrassing. It's like things that are actually embarrassing for, you get embarrassed, but you shouldn't be. It's normal, human, everyday
Like
thing.
when I take off my cover up to get in the pool, like, so embarrassed all of a sudden.
Really?
Why? Like, everybody's doing it at the pool, but I'm so embarrassed. Or getting out of the pool in front of people, like, so embarrassed. So embarrassed.
Like getting out without a ladder.
Yeah,
like on the stairs.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
embarrassing.
I would
for
just
no
stay
reason.
in there and float for like 12 hours until
Float face
everybody's
down.
gone.
Float face down.
Whole body wrinkling. Nope, still in here having fun.
Oh
It's
my
fine.
God. Okay, so these are some of my notes. Like, some of them I think I might have like missed the mark on. But like, okay, so walking back to your friends after throwing a bowling ball.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, I understand bowling is a sport or whatever, but how do you do that and not? I think that's so embarrassing. Like, do you just put your hands to the side and walk like a statue?
I mean, I'm a straight athlete, so I'm coming back like rocking it. I think I'm gonna rock it. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, did you see that? Did you fucking see that?
See, I feel like I'm so awkward. I'd like throw the ball and I'm like, yay, friends. And you like run. That's like one thing I think is so embarrassing, but it shouldn't be.
No.
You're literally bowling with friends and nobody notices, but it feels so embarrassing in my head.
You're like, my turn again? Oh.
Okay, another one is eating a chocolate covered strawberry.
I can see that.
How are
Definitely
those considered sexy?
No, because it like crumbles. It never like, you can't just take one little bite, you know?
You have to
you have to like take
shove the whole thing in your gullet.
Yes.
And hope for the best.
And you like keep the little green part out, like.
Yes. Because, like, okay, imagine, like, being on a date with somebody.
No. Never.
You go to eat a chocolate-covered strawberry and you're, like, wearing, like, a light-colored outfit.
Forget about it.
Bam.
Forget about it.
Chocolate-covered strawberry all over you.
No.
How is that even sex? That's not sexy. Nothing.
How about everybody singing you happy birthday and staring at you?
Yes. Like, what do you do with your hands?
You're just like, do you sing along? Do you?
Okay, so I have to tell you. So when we were at Miss USA this year, right? So the night of prelims was my birthday.
Yeah.
And so I think I was in the bathroom having like a mental breakdown or something because I was stressed about something.
Typical Tuesday, it's fine.
Yeah, I was just tired. Honestly, Miss USA was probably one of the most positive experiences in my life, but I was just so tired that it's like I cried and there was no reason behind it. I just cried. So I was probably in the bathroom freaking out about something, and I come walking in, all 51 girls, all the Miss contestants, all the people I work with, all the production people start singing happy birthday to me, and I'm standing in. Now, I will say I recorded it because it made me cry. Are you surprised?
Yeah.
But I started crying, but I was like, what do I do? So I instantly pull out my phone and start recording. I wasn't recording. So I had my phone and I was like going around the room like I was at like a party or something, like singing. They were literally singing happy birthday to me. And I was like, so finally towards like the last tail end, like the last verse, I was like, oh, this isn't recording. So I recorded it. I still have it. And it's still such a great memory to have because like, I don't know how many people can say that they celebrated their birthdays at Miss USA.
Yeah.
But I was stressed. But I loved it.
But I know. It's just so awkward, though. Like, being at a dinner or something and everybody singing happy birthday, and then you're like, happy birthday to me.
And when I sing happy birthday to people, I try to make it, like lit. I try to, like, put a beat behind it. Like, happy birthday! And, like, try to make it less awkward. Because I know that the person's, like, little kids are like, ee, but, like.
I know they really enjoy it,
They do. But I just also feel like, too, as, like, adults, like, you're like, okay, what do I do with my hands? Do you conduct an orchestra? Or you can do, like, bring it up to the side and cut it out, bitch, like that.
I'm going to do that this year. That's what I'm going to do.
When's your birthday?
May 6th. The day after Cinco de Mayo.
Oof.
We could celebrate on Cinco de Mayo.
I was going to say, well, how do you feel on your birthday? It's like, of course you're going to go out on Cinco de Mayo.
Right. And everybody's always hungover on my birthday. Because they went out on
exactly.
Cinco de Mayo.
Actually, if you think about it, it's like you can celebrate on Cinco de Mayo, but because it's your birthday, you can lay in bed, fester, and make people bring you snacks all day. In the dark. I honestly, lit. Because my birthday's around Thanksgiving. And have you ever noticed around the holidays, everybody gets dressed up on Thanksgiving, but on Christmas, everybody wears pajamas?
Yeah.
So it's like, on my birthday, it's like, I have to get dressed up.
Yes.
And it's like, instead of laying in bed and festering in your own filth, like, I actually have to be a coherent person and try.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but at least the food's always bussin'.
Yes, it's so good.
It's bussin'. Because, we've been celebrating Thanksgiving with my husband's family, and
Does everybody dress up?
Yeah.
I feel like, depending on where I go to my husband's families or whatever we do, it's like some people dress up and some don't. But I always do.
Yes.
And then I feel like they're like, wow, you really tried. And I'm like, honey, I'm always going to try, okay? I'm always going to be dressing up.
Exactly. So I feel like, okay, so my husband's family, I guess we always do it like outside. So it's like we wear like more like outside clothes, but still in my opinion, dressing up is wearing jeans.
Yes.
Because if it's not leggings or sweatpants, you're actually putting on like people clothes.
Yes.
Whereas like, I know with my family, like we'll go to my grandma's house, my dad's mom's house. Girl, one year, we got my grandma really drunk on limoncello. And she was like sitting in the corner just wiggling and giggling. And it was the cutest thing
that.
Ever. And I was like, oh, grandma. But I think she did it, for my birthday. Okay.
Can I tell you something embarrassing that it came to me?
Yeah.
That I'm like, why was I so gullible? I mean, I probably still am and just don't see it. I don't know. So I used to work at a gym and I was like the front desk girl,
Those girls scare me.
Yeah.
They were very
intimidating. Very scary. Yes. So. Oh my God, I'm frozen. The other gyms, the same gym name brand, would call and like play pranks on each other and they just thought it was funny. But I was new to this, okay? Mm-hmm. How do I not see this coming? It's like the ultimate everybody knows prank, but did not see it coming. Mm-hmm. So they call and they're like, oh my God, you need to get my friend. There's been an emergency. Can you call him over the intercom? Get him to come up here and talk to me on the phone. I'm like, oh my, yes, of course. What's his name? And he's like, Mike, last name Hunt. And straight fall for it. And I'm like, okay, yes. And they say it's an emergency, and I'm like, okay, absolutely. Beep, beep, beep. And I'm like, Mike Cunt, come to the front, Mike Cunt. And still don't get it. Okay? And I'm just repeating it. Mike Cunt.
Oh, no.
Mike Cunt.
Oh, my God.
Yes, until the manager of the gym comes over to me and he's like, please put that down. Just stop. Just stop. And then I'm like, oh, my God. But yeah, straight, just happened to me all the time. Different names.
How old are you?
Oh, probably like 19.
I could see that.
But if you did it to me right now and you did a different name, probably still do it.
Like Eileen Dover.
Eileen Dover.
Eileen, come to the front desk. Eileen Dover. And people are like, excuse me, what?
Excuse me, what? That's funny. My cunt is not coming to the front desk.
Maybe he's married to Eileen Dover. Change your last name. Ew.
Yeah.
We're cheesy.
Ah.
Oh my God. Okay, so the next one. Okay. This one is this is another thing that's embarrassing for no reason. It's reading a greeting card in front of the person that gave it to you.
So embarrassing.
With no money in it.
Oh, sometimes when I'm even giving gifts, I'm like, can I just open it in private? Like, I don't want to open it in front of you.
I know.
And then is it rude? I don't really know what you're supposed to do.
So that's a great question. I have no idea.
Like, are you supposed to say, should I open it now? And then even the gift giver. So if I give you a gift and you ask me, should I open it now? Like, I never know what to say. And then do I watch you? Or do I like play on my phone? Or like, am I like intently waiting for you to just like see what your face is going to be? Like, this is so awkward.
See, I feel like I want to watch. So me as a person, I like to watch them open their gift. But that's because I get really excited. I give really good gifts. But also, too, I'm like, I feel like I have to sell them on the gift to convince them to like it. So it's like if I literally buy you like, I don't know, a brush or something. Girl, you better believe I'm going to sell that brush to you. I'm like,
this is the best.
It is the best hair brush. Yes. And I feel like I have to literally sell it to you.
It'll smooth your hair down.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like vice versa, if someone gives me a gift, I'm like, I get so scared. Like even like, it's like if my husband gives me a gift, like someone I feel so comfortable with, I get so nervous, like opening it, like, because what if I don't know, like, how to use it or what it is or whatever it is.
You're like, thank you.
Yeah. It's like I get scared.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It is awkward. The whole thing is awkward. Just stop.
But like, even
I really like gifts, so don't stop.
Yeah, right. I love gifts because also too, like, again, back to Miss USA. I remember I came back to my hotel room and they got me a Dairy Queen ice cream cake, and I hysterically cried. Again, I ugly cried in front of everybody. And so I have 2 rules in life. My 2 rules are, if you're going to cry and if you're going to play with yourself, you go in your room and close the door.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Those are the rules.
Stay away.
But it's like I do not cry in front of people. And I cried in front of so many people I work with. And I always try to be like so strong. And I was such a little like crying little baby the entire time. And I was like, ugh.
This whole event sounds very emotional.
No, it's just like, you know when you're really tired? Like It was so fun because I just remember leaving and I was like, oh. Like, all the serotonin was just dumped out of my brain every day. It was like every day.
You had to be on.
It was on. Yeah. And it was fun because everybody I was working with was really fun. But also, too, in the same breath, I was sleeping 3 hours a night. I was so tired. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if someone like literally looked at me and goes, I love your hair, cry. You know? I would like,
thank you.
I ripped my tights, cry. Like, that's like what, and it wasn't like anger or anything. It's just like my body's emotional response to.
Mine is usually if I'm way too tired or I'm angry or something, you know, like, then it's just like the Starbucks thing almost got me. It almost pushed me over the edge. Thank God for Carly.
I can't believe I haven't brought this up yet. Can you look at, no, I don't know if you can see shared photo album. So over the weekend, we started a cursed photo shared album with my friends. You know what cursed photos are?
No, like bad photos?
They're just like photos of like if your eyes are like wonky, like one eye's open, one eye's closed. So it got onto like a whole thread of photos of my friends crying. So last night I was like scrolling through my photos and videos and stuff. Like I put a video I posted into the shared album of me sneezing. Like I was just sneezing on my phone.
Why are there photos of this?
I don't know because it's like it's just. I don't know why we started this. I think we've talked about it in the past, but then there's like one of the girls I work with, her name is May. She took a picture of herself at the dentist, like she was showing her teeth.
Yeah.
And like so I was like, wait a minute, May, I have a picture of me at the dentist showing my teeth. And then there's one of me with my eyes swollen shut because I had pink eye.
Okay, I could see that because when I had my lips, I had an allergic reaction to just like a lipstick, and they blew up, and I did take a picture of that. So like I could see a cursed photo. Okay.
Exactly. I'll have to show it to you after this because like we're recording on my phone and stuff, but I really want you to see this because I'm not kidding. Like the serotonin. No, I don't know.
Can we post one of these for our viewers?
We can post one of mine.
Yeah, one of yours.
We do have like rules and regulations in it, like no nudes, nobody else's cursed photos, and nobody like, you know what I mean? Like it's very, we have to keep like a parameter, like
yeah,
a guideline.
Yeah, you can't go that far.
Yeah, but
I'm glad you said that because I go too far sometimes, you know.
No, I mean, but I just think it would be so funny
I'd
if
be like, look at this hair on my nipple. Like, here we go.
Harry nipples, Harry nipples. So like that's why I was like, that we had to set like ground rules and stuff because like that's another thing is I have a bunch of photos of people.
Oh,
because like with my job we have to take pictures of people, and sometimes like we take pictures of girls and they're not ready and their eyes are closed and we're like, oh, look at Kurt's photo, and
they'd freak out.
Yeah, and I would never like, because I never want to seem like we're basically bullying ourselves.
Yeah,
and a lot of them are like,
you got to be able to laugh at yourself.
Exactly.
I just am done with friends that cannot laugh at themselves.
Exactly.
I can't do it anymore.
Exactly. And girl, I really wish that you could see these photos because I'm not kidding, you would die.
Okay, after this, and we'll post one for y'all.
Of me.
Or two.
Of me. Yeah, with my pink eye. But okay, so the next one, this is one that I saw someone make a TikTok of this, and I don't think I've laughed harder in my life. Imagine getting hit by a car and surviving.
Wow.
And
wow.
In the comment section of this TikTok, someone was like, yeah, I got hit by a car once, and they drugged me all the way in front of a Little Caesars pizza. I lost both my shoes, and he was like, yep, I'm gonna stay here now.
Oh my gosh. No, there was, I don't remember what reality show I was watching, but the person got hit in the face by a train, and I don't understand.
What are they, Regina George? Like,
no, they had just hit like their jaw.
With a train?
A train. She said that there was like a car or trucks or something, and she put her head out and the train was coming, and it hit like part of her face. And her face was partly messed up. But embarrassing.
How in the world did she get hit by a train?
I don't know. I'm going to find this and post it too.
Okay, because I was going to say, girl, like, how do you get hit by...
I don't know.
Because...
I feel like that'd take your whole head off.
That's what I'm saying. Like train...
It better just take my head off. Don't let me live. Don't.
That's like getting hit by a car and surviving.
I know. Just don't. I don't want to.
Because, like, imagine, like, okay, so say we're in Louisiana and the Mardi Gras is going on, and, like, the streets are very small. Imagine you're crossing the street and someone like hits you, but not hard enough to like, you know,
do the damage.
Yeah, like end it. But like someone hits you, but there's still a group of people.
That's so awkward. So awkward.
Could you imagine?
Can't.
And you just have to act like nothing happened.
You're like, I'm fine.
Like, could you?
Do you lay down and be like, I'm in a lot of pain, or do you just like play it out? Like, it's fine.
If it was me, I would literally get hit by a car, fracture my hip, and be like, guys, nothing happened. You didn't see anything. Just start gaslighting the crowd. Like, you guys are all hallucinating.
That's no big deal. It's no big deal.
No, but I would literally I would figure out a way to gaslight the people on the side of the road.
Internal bleeding.
Right?
Fine.
Like, my arm is literally dangling on. I would look like a one of those things from Among Us, like half a body with a bone, and I'm like, we're good. It's Gucci. We're Gucci on this side of town.
Where are we going to next?
Yeah.
Fine.
Got any beads? Like, what? Because it's like, that's one of those things. Could you imagine getting hit by a car and surviving?
No.
Hugging somebody and they hug on the same side.
Awkward.
Lean your head. I'm sorry, but let me educate you guys on a little bit of like social etiquette. Always go to the left. Always go to the left. What kind of I'm sorry, act like a civilized human being. Who raised you?
That's true. I do always go to the left. I'm
exactly.
trying to think about it.
So as a PSA to the world, go to the left when you're hugging somebody, especially like, I understand some people are huggers, some people are touchy people or whatever.
Yeah.
Go to the left if you're going to hug somebody, because I'm not about to sit here and be a normal person acclimated to society.
This is good to know.
Hug to the left and they hug to the right. And I'm over here like,
No, that's good to know. And then what if you like accidentally almost like kiss or something? You know, because your faces are all going at the same time.
Yes.
This is too much. I can't.
Yes. And it's like, so it's just hug to the left. Like, be normal. Be socially acclimated. Hug to the left. I was like thinking about this and I was just getting angry. Like my head, I was seriously ready to like start like texting people who hug to the right. Like, what is wrong with you?
Stop.
What is wrong with you? I'm calling your mom.
They like to be awkward, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe I should start doing that, hugging to the right.
I was actually thinking this.
Should I?
Yeah, we should. Both of us should.
You know what I should do? Like, you know, people who like you, they openly don't like you, but then when they see you, they hug you.
Fake.
I know. And I know a few people like that, and they openly hug you. I'm gonna lean to the right. And I'm just gonna be like, "What's up, baby? You want a kiss?"
It's kind of the same thing when like you're walking by somebody and your hands like accidentally like touch, like you're hold hands. Do you know what I'm talking about? How awkward that is? You're like,
Yes.
oh, I wasn't trying to hold your hand. Oh, I mean.
Well, that's another thing. So, like, I'm Italian, right? So Italians have, like, you are too.
Yeah.
You know this.
Big.
So we're a couple of Italians. And Italians, we have big personalities.
And you talk with your hands.
And we talk, like, I don't know if you do this, but sometimes, like, I have this, like, insecurity of people not listening to me. So I'll, like, touch them, right? So I'll go like this.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm like, are you listening? Focus.
Pay attention.
So, like, I'll, like, talk to people. So sometimes what'll happen is I'll be like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. And go like this and this. Or I'll be like, it was so nice meeting you with my big hands. And they, like, get close to me and hug me. And I'm like,
hi.
Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like, some people just don't like hugs.
You know what? I felt this recently because I am a hugger. Like, I feel like it's just, like, I want to embrace people or be over the top, like, nice and let them know, like, hey, hi. Even when I meet you for the first time.
Yeah.
And there was somebody at my daddy-daughter dance, a vendor there. And I went up to her and I was like, oh, because I hadn't been able to, like, sit down or talk to her yet, and I wanted to make sure we'd never met in person. It was always on, like, over the phone or whatever. So I was like, hi, thank you so much for coming, and, like, went in to hug her, and she kind of, like, backed away, and I was like, nope, no, I'm going in already, like, you're gonna hug me.
Could you imagine if
I
she was
couldn't
like,
stop. I
don't
was
touch
just
me.
like, yeah, it's so awkward. I was like, she's like, hi, yeah, and then, you know, with, like, the COVID-y times and stuff, I don't know if people, like, freak out, but she wasn't wearing a mask or anything, so it felt like I just go on in. I made her hug me.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I was like,
You're
yo,
like,
we're there.
touch
we're
me.
There.
It's like, oh, so how do you, like, recover from something like that? Like, you go to hug somebody and they back
They're
away
like,
and be like, girl, your bra strap's showing. Like, something, like, weird like that. Or, like, or you go to, like, high-five someone.
They're probably
like, don't touch
don't
me.
touch me.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
Oh, now I'm touching you. You've made it awkward.
Oh, my God. I did that once. So, like, I remember there was this, like, I was out with somebody once. It was a guy, whatever. We were on a date.
Yeah.
He goes, and now, first of all, it's a cardinal rule. Don't touch me. Like, don't touch you. I don't know you. Don't touch me. And, like, of course, it's different because I've known you for, like, years. But
yeah.
It's like he went in to touch my hair. I'm not kidding. I went, skirt. I said, don't touch me. And he was, like, scared. And I'm like, first of all, I have hair extensions. My hair was teased. I mean, I was, like, still in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Rocking, like, my hair was black. I looked like Snooki, right? But I was still like, don't touch me. And all dude was, like, trying to, like, come touch my hair. And I was like, don't touch me. It was, like, so awkward. And it was, like...
I don't like when people touch my face. I really don't like that.
Why would
like, if somebody would, like, come to, like, get something off your... just tell me. Just tell me, like, there's something... Like, or if they, like, try to, you know, like, be... like, lovey and, like, don't grab my face. Don't touch my face. I don't like it.
I was gonna say, the only person I'll do that is my grandma. Because you know how they are. They'll just grab your face, like, shake you like Bruce Bogtrotter. Or that kid from...
bacteria on my face. I don't know.
That is... Okay, it is 2022. Do not touch people's faces.
Don't touch my face.
No. It's like we all... First of all, we invest too much in our skincare. We care too much about, like, our skin. Why would That's no.
Don't touch my face.
No, I would backhand. No, I wouldn't backhand anybody. Who am I kidding? I'm
I know,
scared.
me too. I'd be like, just touch it. It's fine.
You're like, it's fine.
They're like
touch
rubbing
me.
all.
Yeah. If you're gonna touch my face, it better be with a fist, cause we be out there fight. You better throw that first punch.
Dang.
Right?
I'd be bobbing and weaving. Don't be touching my face.
Right? I would love to. We should go out in public and see what happens, because I'd pull out my phone and be like, World Star. Like.
What's wrong with us? People cannot follow. They're not following.
I think that people can relate to this. I mean, I would not. I don't know. I just know my mom doesn't like me touching her face. And, like, growing up, I would be like, Mommy. And she would be like, don't touch my face.
No, that's what I mean. Like, even my kids, I'm like, don't touch my face. Stop it. Stop.
I know.
Okay, what are we on to next?
Okay, so do you want to finish this? Or because I made a bunch of notes. We could finish the things that are embarrassing for no reason. I watched the last episode of Euphoria.
Okay, I still have not watched it.
You haven't?
No. Do I need to start it?
Yes.
Like, is it worth it?
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. The makeup, the design, like, everything behind the actual show itself. So, like, makeup, hair, the actual, like, they have this whole story behind, like, how they filmed it using, like, old school Kodak film so that they have, like, great... And there's, like, some parts that are actually...
Is the storyline good? Like, would I get into it?
I think it's a little bit deep. I don't know. Like, some of it is a little bit... It's kind of heavy. Because it is about, like, you know, like...
High school stuff that's hard.
Yeah, like, drug. But it's, like... See, I don't even feel like it's, like, high school stuff. But it's, like, things that, like drugs and things like that. And that kind of thing, it is very, like, heavy. Right?
Okay.
but there's a lot of like comic relief in it. Like there was a part in the last part of the last episode, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna a little spoiler alert for everybody. And if you want to plug your ears, that's okay. But there's a part that I was like watching it, and I was like painting my nails and like minding my business, and it came to a head. The part, so one of the characters, Cassie, was hooking up with her best friend's ex-boyfriend, Nate, who in itself, Nate is so toxic. Like he is literally booty trash. Like he is the worst type of specimen walking this earth. And there's this background character, her name is BB, and everybody calls her Vape Girl. And she's just kind of like the peanut gallery. And she's in like some episodes, and like she's just kind of like, but I feel like BB is probably one of my favorite characters ever, simply because, okay, so there's the two best friends in this friend group. There's Kat and there's BB, right?
Okay.
So I guess like everything kind of comes to a head. Maddie snaps and she's like, that's it. So Cassie starts going off. Cassie the blonde who's hooking up with Maddie's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever. She starts going off and freaking out, right? Maddie, so they're at a play. Cassie gets on stage, starts acting a fool. Maddie goes, oh, hell no, this bitch needs to get put down. So she gets on stage and starts fighting her. And it shows them like running through the halls. And like Maddie's literally about to like fight. Like she's about to throw down. And there's two types of friends in this world. There's Kat, who the one friend in the group is like, Maddie, no, Maddie, no. Then there's BB running behind her. Maddie, beat that bitch's ass!
Yeah.
Beat that bitch's. And then she stops the hallways, rips her vape, and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, this is why BB is slept on. Like, she is seriously slept on.
I want to watch. Is there going to be other seasons, or is this like...
I mean, I hope so, because they left so many loose ends, like,
okay,
open.
there's going to be another season.
But I was like thinking, I was like, okay, so I need to have like a best and worst category of the characters, because I feel like it's like, okay, so BB, like Vape Girl, 10 out of 10. VIP. I'm sorry, you need a hype friend like that. Could you imagine? Okay, so there's BB, Cassie and Lexi's mom.
Who out there is going to watch this with me? I think I'm going to start it. How many episodes is this?
So there's 2 seasons.
Oh, there's 2 seasons. Okay.
But girl, I blew through them real quick.
Okay, so everybody needs to go home and watch this with me so we can catch up together.
Euphoria?
Yes.
Well, I think everybody's already watched it.
Wow.
Girl.
I'm behind.
But that's the thing. But it's like, I can't believe like on TikTok there's no spoilers or anything. But that's where a lot of like the sounds and stuff are coming from, is from like the show. Like,
okay, I've got to catch up on this.
Like the one, there's like a skit. Oh my God. I'm gonna text my friend Stephanie and see if she's okay if I post the skit on our Instagram on the Plastic Show, because we were holed up in a hotel room together making Euphoria TikToks together, and like I put together a full on production. Like it's like a video, and like there was a part when she was like, are you auditioning for, have you heard this audio? It's, are you auditioning for Oklahoma? And Rue's like, you've read Oklahoma?
No.
Really?
Yes.
And she's like,
but somebody was talking about it this weekend that I know. They said it was like all the little jewels and the makeup and all that's really fun.
Yes.
And extra.
Yeah, because the makeup is amazing, and then the soundtrack, like Labyrinth, is just like,
okay,
chef's kiss. Like if you can get on Spotify and listen to just Labyrinth, like so talented. And like there's parts where like, I will say there's a part where like Rue and like Labyrinth makes like a cameo in it.
Yeah.
And it's like she like meets up with him and she's like hugging him and crying. She's having a moment. And like he's like singing to her, and of course like he's so talented. And I was just like, look, I have goosebumps just talking. It's so good. Like, I'm not kidding. It's so good. But I mean, a lot of the storyline is, I'm just like confused. I mean, it's pretty good. Some parts are you're like, you know?
Yeah.
And like, there's a lot of wieners.
What are you going to be? Oh.
No, it gets to a point where you're so thankful to not see one on, and you're like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah.
We have some listeners that are like, logging on now.
I know, right? And so, like, I took notes about, like, the best and worst. Of course, there's, like, Cassie and Jules, who are, like, basically, like, these two, like, doe-eyed girls that everybody's just like, they're not that bad. Yes, they are. They're terrible friends, terrible people, terrible girlfriends, bad. Oh. I'm sorry. And I know that, like, Jules, like, she is a character that, like, everybody's, like, so in love with. So Jules dates Rue in the show.
Okay.
And, like, Rue is so in love with her. And Jules is like, oh, I'm so good for you. No, you're not.
Oh.
Dissect the plot. Like, no, she's not. She's toxic. She's a toxic friend. She's a bad friend. So Rue's not allowed to, like, go out and, you know, use and do all these things. And, but she's also not allowed to fall in love with Jules. But Jules is allowed to go hook up with, like, her friend, Elliot. And it's like, and who is doing the same things Rue is doing, but it's like Jules is going to sit here and turn Rue in, but she's not going to turn Elliot in. Bad friend. And you say you're so in love with Rue. Rue, run for your life. Beep, beep. Bad friend. Bad girlfriend. Bad friend. Toxic. Selfish. Okay. Mean. Cassie too. Cassie in the first season is always like, she's just like this like doe-eyed like, no. Trash. Okay. Straight trash. Her mom though, VIP, baby. VIP,
I feel like you're giving me all the intel. Okay.
Girl, it's so...
I'm gonna already know.
But then, oh yeah, and of course, like, the senior superlatives of Elliot doing his 5-minute song, and he goes, I'm still working on it. Working on what? What is this? Is this that Spem and Alien song that's, like, that classic orchestra song that's, like, 45 minutes long? Again, I would rather back over my own head.
Oh, my gosh!
So those are, like, my notes. And then, yeah. Those are my notes for, and then I have, of course, like the random shower thoughts. You sent me the TikTok about putting on your bra.
Oh yeah, I put mine on. I mean, I wear sports bras now. That's just all I wear. But if I was to put on a real bra, I'd put it on and then
clasp it in the back.
Yeah.
Okay,
she said that those people are psychopaths, and I was so confused. I was like, "What are you talking about? Is there another way?"
Girl, I'm a clip in the front.
You
clip,
spin it.
Twist, flip. That's me.
It's you?
I'm a clip, flip, twist kind of gal.
No, I just put it on and then go for it in the back.
Because I was going to text my sister. My sister's a clip in the back kind of gal as well.
Yeah. I didn't know that there was another way to do it. I never really thought about it.
So you don't put it on like backwards?
No.
Clip it up, twist it around, and then flop it over?
No.
Who hurt you?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me that you were like, oh my God, who just like clasped with that? You know what? Actually, no, I don't think anybody hurt you. How do you have your life together like that?
I mean, I just do.
Like, how do you find the hooks every time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. It's like the exact same one that it needs. You know, there's like usually like 3 different. Nope, it's the right one every time.
And do you do it fast?
Yeah.
So you just BB bop it on?
BB bop it, baby. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm a clip flip. Like,
Could you not do it the other way?
No, I would look like a baby deer trying to put on a bra. Like, I wouldn't even know what planet I lived on.
What?
Like, I can barely do it when it's like right in front of me and I'm like, like scared.
What was one of the other questions too? It was like, this is so weird to me, and I apologize in advance, but you do not stand up when you wipe your butt, right? Do you stand up? Me neither. But I know people that do.
That would be like mashing peanut butter into a shag
carpet. Exactly. No,
like,
and they think I'm crazy. But they stand up to wipe.
Do they touch their toes like they're 5? Like bend over and touch their toes?
Probably. No, these
are
grown.
Know people who do this?
Yes, I literally just had this conversation. I will not call them out, but
like men and women?
One's a man, one's a woman.
Are they married?
No.
I was gonna say, wow, it's like the 2 people in history
they found each other.
But
they never have discussed that, so they didn't really think about it. Like the other, I mean, I'm not kidding when I say these 2 people thought I was crazy. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? Weird.
Do they eat soup with a fork? Like
maybe.
Oh, this is off top. I didn't write this down, but okay. So do you have like rules about life, like certain rules about how you do things in life?
Probably, I haven't thought about it, but probably, you know.
Okay, so for example, like I feel like there are foods that require certain utensils.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, I could never imagine eating, like, scrambled eggs with a spoon.
No.
Like, that's the kind of thing that makes me think about people who stand up when they wipe their... Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, they just don't care.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Like, even, like, corn and peas, I know that they are kind of, like, rogue vegetables. Like, if you're going to eat corn and peas and you're that worried about it, make some mashed potatoes and use mashed potatoes as glue. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Be a normal, civilized person. Who eats corn with a spoon?
That's weird.
I think that's so weird.
What do you eat spoons with? Just soup? Like, I really can't think. Oh, cereal.
Ice cream.
Okay.
But I just can't. Could you imagine?
You just don't really need them for a lot of other things.
Yeah.
No.
Like, even if I'm going to eat rice, I'm going to use a fork. Like, things with, like, little things that can get all over the place.
Fork.
Exactly. Because it's like, dude, like, I just can't imagine. But those are the people who stand up. Do they listen to this podcast?
No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, we didn't say their names, so it's okay.
It's fine. But I'm just going to tell them they're weird. I already told them.
Yeah, because...
It's weird.
Yeah. So I guess that could go into like the shower thoughts category. Because I was like, oh, there's like different things. You know, when you take in a shower, you get your best string of thoughts going.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, for example, do you wash your legs in the shower? Or you just let the water run down and just know that they're clean?
I wash them.
You do?
Yeah. I have a loofah. I don't know. I know if there's like controversy on that, but I get it so bubbly and I will scrub. Like I go from my feet all the way up.
I'm so glad you said that because I have this like weird peeve. I can't get into bed at night if my feet are dirty.
I know, I can't either. And I don't like people don't get up in my bed.
No.
Even my kids know. Like, why are you even sitting on my bed?
Mm-hmm.
Get a shower. I don't get it.
Yeah. And so, like, in my head, it's like when I'm washing, I was actually washing my legs.
Yes.
And then, of course, like, when I wash my feet, I wash my feet and get in between my toes because there's so much bacteria in between your toes. But I saw a TikTok about a girl talking about how people don't wash their legs. They think that, like, the
soap
water
will run down.
And just wash your legs and your feet.
They also don't spread their butt cheeks.
When they
wash it? You gotta clean it in. You gotta clean it.
You gotta clean the crack of your ass.
Yes.
Like,
They don't, and they just let the water run down. I am scrubbing everything. Okay?
Like, that's...
Everything.
But I've never realized, it's so crazy. It's because we're so connected that I've never realized, like, people, like, I'm so glad you wash your legs. Because I was about to be like, oh my gosh, we're going to have some problems because I'm so confused. Here's another one. Could you ever imagine marrying somebody with a peanut allergy?
No.
Could you imagine never being able to eat a Reese cup again?
No.
And this is what made me think of it is I was eating Reese Puffs. Like, just shovel them and right into the gullet for dinner one night.
Do you know they have the Crumble has the cookie this week? It's that.
Do you like Crumble cookies?
Yes. You don't like them?
No, I feel like it tastes like straight Crisco.
What?
Yeah.
I like them because they're like cakey, and I like my cookie. I like my cookie different ways, but I really like it like that. See, it's warm. Oh my god.
Do they fall apart?
Yeah, it's so good.
How do you eat that? Like, that's another thing that would stress me. Oh, I just hit the microphone. I am so sorry, you guys. So I just don't understand the whole like eating a Crumble cookie. Like, it has to be so awkward because it falls apart. Because I remember I was eating one out of a box and it
it didn't like fall apart, but like it falls apart in my mouth.
But it doesn't like fall apart in the box that it comes in?
No. It's a cookie.
I just don't understand the chokehold it has on people. Like, it's seriously, I feel like I'm like...
It's on me.
Crumble cookies?
Yeah. And it like is so close it can DoorDash to my house. It's open to like midnight.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know, man.
They got it going on. There's a line out the door every time I go.
That's what I don't get either. It's like, I feel like people, it's like it has a chokehold on people. I'm like, oh, I'll have to give it a try. And of course, the first time I had it, I was in Ohio and I thought it was a novelty thing. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just because it's an Ohio thing, but they're here in Texas too. I just don't get it.
Oh my god.
I think it tastes like Crisco. I'd rather just eat a stick of butter. That's why I got diabetes when I was pregnant.
Oh, I got diabetes when I was pregnant too.
Did you really?
Were we both happy?
I had,
I was like a happy mood.
Were you when you found out you had diabetes?
No, just like in general, and I was eating a lot and happy.
Oh, see, my diabetes got so bad that it got to a point where my fingers and toes would go numb.
Really?
I'd have to like tap on things to get the blood back in there.
No. Mine didn't go that far.
Mine did. I would like wake up in the middle of the night and go tick, 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 tick.
Did you take medicine?
No.
Oh.
I know. It's a miracle. I can't believe it.
It's a miracle.
I had diabetes, and you know what's bad? It's like, this is my lack of accountability. I blamed one of my friends. Because I was like, you gave me diabetes.
Bringing you food?
No, we just ate Cheesecake Factory like 2 days before.
And it was that one time.
Yeah, or it was just like the butter I ate. I craved butter when I was pregnant.
Just butter?
Yeah, I just
like
eat
on
butter.
The bread or no?
I mean, I'd eat scrambled eggs with like a stick of butter in it.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And then
I do love butter though.
And then I wondered why I had diabetes.
Diabetes.
I was Mickey Rooney. I'm Mickey Rooney, and I have diabetes.
I say that to my dad all the time.
That you're Mickey Rooney?
He has diabetes.
He's got the sugars.
And he has candy bowls all around his house. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
He has the sugars?
Every time I turn a corner, there's another candy bowl. I'm not a big sugar person, though.
Oh, I am.
You are?
Girl, I mean, I've been eating Rice Krispie Treats, Pop-Tarts, and Reese's Puff cereal for dinner every night.
No, I'm more of like a carb, chips, salty. I could eat a bag of chips, like, no problem.
I could eat a Dairy Queen ice cream cake, no problem.
Are you serious?
That's also why I probably got diabetes.
Oh my God.
I remember I got diagnosed with diabetes, and I told my father-in-law, I was like, oh yeah, I got diabetes, but I lost like a pound this week. And he goes, oh no, you're pregnant and you lost weight. And I was like, I mean, I'm also not eating an entire Dairy Queen ice cream cake every other day.
My body's
just
just
like,
adjusting.
Understandable. Like, that's probably why you have diabetes. Like, I had the sugars.
You had the sugar.
And I did do the thing where you poke your finger.
I did too.
And
I hated that.
I did too.
And then people don't realize, like, it gets, like, callousy. You have to change your fingers. You have to do it different with fingers.
Okay, do you know what my trick was when I did it?
What?
So I was, like, poking myself, and, like, I would, how there's, like, the thing, the pokey intensity? Yeah. I would crank it all the way up.
You would?
Yeah, because I would jerk my hand away. Because I needed something to just, like...
go as fast as possible?
And violent. I needed it to stab me because I was going to jerk my finger away. Yes, girl. So I'd crank it all the way up because it would eventually get it because I was like... Yes!
Scared.
Yeah.
Yes. I hated that thing.
Mm-hmm. I still have it.
And my doctor would, like, make me write it down, and then I'd just start lying. I'm like, close to that number, close to that number.
Did they make you keep a food log of, like, what you ate? Really?
Yes.
Did you lie about that, too? Because I did.
Yes.
I was going to say I definitely lied. I would eat a pack of bagels, and then they'd be like, what'd you eat today? I'm like, lettuce.
Oh, guacamole.
Right? I ate lettuce and a salad.
Yeah.
And no carbs. As
Veggies
I'm like,
only.
Right. It's just as I'm like headbutting a bowl of pita chips.
Speaking of, I took my daughter to the doctor yesterday. Just like every year you take them for the wellness checkup. And they ask you the billion questions. Just are they on target for this and that and da-da-da-da. And how many sugary drinks are they having? I feel so attacked every time. Like, I know I'm a good mom, but then I go in there and they're like, are they drinking more than one sugary drink a day? And I'm like, well, no, but Gatorade maybe, but that has sugar in it. How many are they having? Do they have soda? No, never. They've never tasted soda ever. And are they getting all their fruits and vegetables in daily fruits? And I'm like, yeah, but really she's having like a cheese roll up, like tortilla and cheese and like some root beer maybe. And I'm just like, and then they're like, they don't get more than an hour of screen time a day, do they? And I'm like, never. She's never, no. Screen time, we don't even know what that is at my house. Meanwhile, I'm like, shut up and get on the use the phone. I'm on the phone. Use the other phone.
Exactly. It's like, okay, so
I'm just trying to survive.
Exactly.
Just trying to survive.
But that's the thing is, it's like, oh, only an hour of screen time a day, and I'm like, is that a joke? Like, it's not like I use like my iPad as like a like. I mean,
I
no
straight
judgment
lied
or
though.
anything.
I thought I was gonna go to jail. I was like, I'm lying about this too. But,
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, like in our house, like now in the mornings, like if I have a day off, like I will literally like I will give my kid my iPad, so his iPad, because I'm not waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. No. Watch your iPad and let me sleep till 8.
Yeah. And if you do not know me, my kids are busy 24/7. They play sports, so I don't need all this judgment. But there are times, probably every day, that I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's okay. You can have the iPad or whatever.
But this is what I think is so crazy. It's like, okay, so your kid, and I do know you guys are very busy. You guys have baseball, you have dance, you have this, that, and the next thing, and then it's like, okay, so think about how, and I guarantee you should have asked your doctor this. How do you wind down at night?
Yes,
I think lay in bed on your phone.
Yes.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me that you laying down in your bed, winding down on your phone, but a child who is just as busy in different ways, just as busy, can't wind down on their iPad
and enjoy something, watch something they enjoy.
Exactly.
I know. I do feel that way, and I guess there are people that just really don't and are against it, but. I don't know. I'm like, I think it's okay. And times have changed. Are those questions still from 20 years ago? Because it's just different nowadays.
Exactly.
It's different. I don't know.
Exactly. And it's like, I think
I'm
it's
okay with it.
Because I will say, I'm probably one of the most least judgmental parents in the world. Because I'm so not focused on what other people are doing because I can barely focus on what I'm doing. So it's like, as a parent, I think about it too. Yeah, at night, I will get on my phone and I unwind on my phone.
I do too.
So it's like, what right do I have to sit here and say that my kid, who has been up all day, ramming around, doing whatever.
They go to school for 8 hours a day.
Exactly.
And then sports and practice and everything in between. You know what? If they want a couple hours at night and, it's fine.
Wind down on your iPad. It's like, who cares, dude?
But I really felt judged. I was like, what do you mean is she getting all her fruits and vegetables? She eats the only fruit she likes is bananas and vegetables. I'm trying, but all of them, no,
exactly.
Maybe one. But I straight told her yes. Absolutely, she is.
Girl, that's what I should start doing with my pediatrician.
Cereal? Nope. We don't even have it in our house. Not even a thing. Yeah, every morning they're eating cereal.
Exactly. And it's like, you know what? I'm just thankful they're eating something.
I know.
It's better for them to like actually eat something than not eat anything at all, because are you going to really put broccoli on their plate and be like, yeah, eat this? And they're going to like resent broccoli.
I know.
Instead of just like eating whatever, mixing in some fruits. I don't know. I just think it's like so crazy that like, I do value doctors, because I'm not a doctor. I do hair. Like, I know I can put a Band-Aid on your boo-boo, but I'm not a doctor. But it's like, okay, so you're gonna sit here and tell me that like my kid can't unwind on an iPad and eat a chicken nugget?
Like, calm down.
Exactly. Like, at least my kid's eating something.
Life is hard enough.
Exactly. Where I don't want to get too deep, because I started crying the other day because I was like talking about what's going on in the world.
I know.
Like, I was talking to my husband about it, and I started crying, and I was like, why am I so emotional?
Have you gotten your estrogen checked?
Maybe I should. You know, I heard girls who have like a lot of estrogen in their body, like their bottom half is like thicker.
Oh,
and
I think I've heard that too, actually.
And I'm like, maybe I should get it checked and see if they
Yours
can really
is not thick at all.
No, I want a big fat ass. Like, I want one. I could like shake it. Because I feel like I love high-waisted pants, but I feel like when I wear them, my butt's so flat, it's basically like, ooh, she had a long-ass day.
A long-ass day.
That's how I feel like when I'm like, when I wear high-waisted pants. I think they're so cute and so trendy, but it's like, you know, maybe I should like eat some estrogen or I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Definitely not work out.
No.
Just kidding.
No. Oh, wait, maybe I should work out. I don't know. I mean, the only thing that I run is I run my mouth and I run to the front door when DoorDash gets here.
I run to the kitchen, yeah.
Run to the kitchen when the microwave dings.
That's right.
So yeah, that was like, wait, so what else we were talking about? We talked about this earlier about the extreme levels of showering.
Oh yeah. Like how many soaps do you use?
Yeah.
And do you have... Sometimes you just get in the shower and you're not washing your hair. Yeah. So it's just like a quick little rinse off. That's what I call it, a rinse off.
Yeah.
But I still am using the soap all over my body with the loofah.
Yeah.
And then other times it's like, gosh, I have the whole 45-minute ordeal.
Yeah.
Which I swear guys just don't understand. But you have like a whole thing you have to do. Like the scrubbing, the exfoliating, then the soap, then the vagina soap, and then the hair.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to shampoo it twice, you know, once to get the dirt out and then once to clean it, you know.
I'm so proud of you for washing your hair twice.
Yes.
I didn't realize how many people don't wash their hair twice.
And then you got to do your conditioner and let it sit in there and stuff. So.
But yeah, so I feel the same way. Like, I feel that like when, like if it's a hardcore show, like on New Year's Eve, first of all, so we got COVID over Christmas, right? I was so bitter. I was a bitter Betty. I was so mad.
I think everybody in our area did.
Yeah.
Because what are the odds?
Of every single person getting COVID?
Like so many people got it.
Yeah. I was so bitter. I cleaned up.
And I went 2 years without getting it.
Same.
You had never had it either.
Girl, I was out here licking doorknobs and gas pumps and not getting COVID.
I was living my life.
I don't know. Like, well, because like I would follow the rules and stuff, but it's just like, you know what I mean? I wasn't like freaking out. Like, so it's like if a establishment said, hey, put on a mask, I'd be like, oh, okay. I mean, I want to go here, so I'm going to put on a mask, you know?
Exactly.
But it's like, I wasn't,
I didn't hide inside.
Yeah. And now I did towards the beginning. I would lay in bed every day and cry until Wendy Williams came on.
Oh my gosh.
It was bad. But this year, so I just remember like, so on New Year's Eve, like I cleaned out my garage and then I took a shower that night. I washed my hair. I colored my hair. I exfoliated my face. I put a face mask on, exfoliated my body, shaved my arms and my like armpits and my legs and everything, and then exfoliated with like a scrub. And then I did a regular wash. And of course, you gotta have your special butt wash. Like, it was like a hardcore scrub. Like, I was like in the shower, like hyper focusing, picking the dirt out from under my toenails. I was like crazy.
Do you shave your butt too?
The cheeks?
Yeah.
I don't grow hair there.
Yes, you do.
On them cheeks.
Listen, because I shave my butt. I shave everything. Like from my toes all the way. Then I stop at my head. Okay?
Okay.
And you have to go in different directions. You can't just do like up everywhere. You know, you got to go to the side. You have to go north, east, south, and west.
Yeah.
And you are going to be smooth. Smooth.
Shave them cheeks. Because that's how I feel about like when I shave my arms, because it's like the hair grows forward.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm not going to sit here in the shower and go beep, beep, beep.
No.
Dee, 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 dee. I'm going to like literally go beep, beep, beep. Opposite direction, beep, beep. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'll get a couple of little like hairs, like, you know, waving at me in the sunlight. But it's so like, annoying. It is what it is.
It's so annoying. Don't come for me.
But like, I also don't think I'm the best shaver ever, because like.
Do you cut yourself?
I don't. I mean, I haven't recently, but I have had some pretty gnarly cuts. Oh. But like, I'll shave my legs, and then after I'm like, I'm gonna put lotion on, and I'll go to rub lotion on, and my knees still look like, like a front yard.
You're like, how did I miss that? Have you ever gone in the shower and done that, and then just forgot a whole leg?
I forgot a whole armpit once.
And then you're like, what? Why? How?
Well, so there was one. So my husband and I was in a hurry or something. It was when like my son was little, and like I was in the shower and we were in a hurry doing something, and I was like, and of course, you know, I was like gonna wear a tank top, so I was like, I shaved an armpit and I just like got out. So I'm driving. My husband goes, "Did you not shave your armpits?" And I was like, "Yes, I did." And I like showed him my shaved armpit. He goes, "Well, what's that?" And I was like, "This side."
Dang it!
Girl, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. This side was just like insane. And I was like, because at one point too, I wanted to bleach them and dye them pink, like Miley Cyrus, but I was like, that's way too much.
The hair?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes,
no,
girl.
I'm not into that.
But if you bleach your armpit hairs, like, I would have to lay with my arms up like this for an hour, wipe it off.
I mean, I'd bleach my butthole maybe, but not my...
You do or you have?
I haven't, but I would.
Yeah?
Would you?
Yeah.
You want to think about it? I feel like it's already so white. I don't know. How much more white could it get? Oh my gosh. But I'll try it. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I wanted to bleach my armpit hairs, but that didn't happen because it was a lot of work.
Would your husband just be like, what is wrong with you?
I always wonder like what he thinks, but I think it's been 8 years of just chaos and pandemonium that to him, this kind of stuff, he's just kind of like...
Nothing scares him anymore.
Oh, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I think, and you know what I think it is? I think it's like I like gaslit him into the chaos because like when we first...
You're like, I'm normal.
I swear I'm normal.
Marry me.
But it's like... Because, like, I had hair extensions, I had eyelashes, I had fake nails, I had fake tan, I had all this, like, fake stuff. Yeah. And people were like, so what does your husband think about all this stuff? And I'm like, it started, like, I would never let him see it. So, like, I would take it all off, but I would never let him see it laying around and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, I would slowly leave my eyelashes out. Slowly leave my hair extensions out.
Yeah.
Now, it's like, sometimes he'll get in the bed and he's like, oh, look, an entire hair extension. What is this? And then now, I mean, it's in that cabinet over there, but it's an entire bucket of hair.
Yes.
He'll come home and there's just hair on the kitchen table. And he's like,
you know what?
Oh, moves it, put his backpack down.
Yeah.
Calls it a day.
I feel the same with Mitch. Like, I'm like, you know what? It's been like 10 years of total chaos. So now he's just immune to it. You know? It doesn't faze him really anymore. Which makes it for like a challenge for me. I want to scare him.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, you should say something extreme then.
Oh, I do every night. Like, I do crazy things.
I'd be like, sleep with one eye open, Bo.
Oh, he does.
Does he?
Yeah. He thinks I'm poisoning him constantly. He thinks...
You told me these stories. Oh, my,
really
you have to tell them this story about how Mitch thinks you're, like, trying to poison him.
I think that's on him, though. I'm like, where did this come from? Because it's a legit fear. He would... I think when he was little, he said that his parents, you know, when you're little and you don't want to take medicine and then they have to hold you down and like syringe it in your mouth or whatever. Yeah. That happened to him and it left like a core memory, a scar though. And so now he has this weird thought in his head like he's going to get poisoned. I really think it came from that because I just don't get it. I mean, I am crazy and I do threaten it a lot. And I do watch like Wives with Knives and like murder. I'm obsessed with murder. But,
I would sleep with one eye open.
Yeah. So there's been times where, you know, I'm going on a diet or I'm trying to eat healthier and I'll make myself a salad and then I'll make the kids something that they'll eat as we were just talking about this. So they'll have like tortilla with cheese or something just that I can quickly make. And then I'll make a meal and I make it for him. Then I'm like the leftovers he can have for lunch or something. So he sees us all eating something different. So he thinks, oh, you're trying to poison me. So he will literally be like, oh, he'll call one of my kids over and be like, try this just to see what my face will be, my reaction. Because he thinks if I put poison in it, I would freak out if one of the kids ate the poison. So he's like, oh, come eat this. are you scared? Are you scared that they're going to eat this? And I'm like, no, because I gave them something that can counteract that. So he always thinks I'm poisoning him.
I think that is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, and he really does.
Like,
but you got to keep them on their toes.
I try to.
You can't let them think that they're just going to live through everything.
That's the thing, is my husband is not afraid of me.
No.
He is not afraid of me. Like, I mean, even like the psychoticness of when I was pregnant, like that, he is not afraid of me.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, I listen to true crime all the time.
Yes.
And he's like, okay.
It relaxes me.
Same. And you know what? And my husband, this is one thing, and I was like, I will whoop your ass. He's like, you can't whoop a fart. What are you gonna do? Like, and that's what I'm like, am I not sneaky enough? Am I not scary enough? Because like, I mean, I guess maybe I'm too upfront with it because he makes me mad. There was one time he's laying in bed, he made me mad. I took a pillow and just was like, I blatantly started just smothering him, and he just brushed it off like I was a fruit fly or something, like I was a little gnat on a donut. And I'm like,
so they're like about to fall asleep to scare him. You know when you're in that like your kid could scare you awake or something, you can get scared awake and then do it, and then you'll be like. Like he'll get a little scared, and you just keep doing it and doing it. And he'll get a fear. No, it'll build up a fear.
I did tell you this story. So like he would punch me though because he is one of those people that when he goes to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Good night. Good night. He'll wake up. This is what's crazy. So like my husband will wake up screaming no in his sleep. He'll just wake up screaming, and the next day I'm like, "What did you dream about?" And he's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." I'm like. You woke up screaming at 3:00 in the morning. What do you mean you don't remember?
Now he's trying to put the fear in you.
Exactly.
He's trying to do it to you.
Exactly. But then he has
Reverse
like the man twitches. You know, like men twitch in their sleep. He'll like, I'm scared that if I like get too close to him and start like breathing up, I'm like,
he'll like start swinging.
He'll punch me and I'll wake up with a black eye and I'll be like, oh my God, what happened? And I'll be like, bro, like you punched me last night. Like, don't you remember?
Get one of those heavy pillows, like the super heavy ones.
Like a thunder pillow or something?
Thunder. Put the thunder on his face.
There was one time he goes, so he was leaving for work before me, and he was like leaned over me. He was like, hey, I'm going to work. I love you. I'm not kidding. I woke up and I was like.
So you know the fight or flight? I think you have the fight.
I woke up swinging. And then there was another time that there wasn't a gentle like wake up like, hey. I was like sleeping and it was at a time I was so stressed out and I was like sleeping and he started shaking me. He's like, wake up. And I was like, oh my God. I pulled the whole.
Maybe you were doing an out of body experience.
Oh, like, no, I think it's because he was like violently shaking me.
Oh no.
And he goes, hey, by the way, you need to be careful. Walk around outside. There's rattlesnakes. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Now I'm awake.
I know. And he's like, have a good day.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like that.
I don't sleep very deeply though. So if you come near me, I feel like I wake up.
Really?
Yeah, like you couldn't surprise me.
Okay, when you wake up, have you noticed like moms when you wake them up, they always wake up like.
Yes, it happens to me. The past couple of nights, I've been so angry about this because both of my kids have been doing this to me, and I'm like, I don't even care what you're asking me. Like, just don't ask me. Don't ask me. If you want to get in my bed, crawl in my bed.
If you want to ask me a
question,
get a
blanket, just don't. Just do it. Yeah. I don't care. If you want to burn down the house, just burn it. And then I will wake up from the smell of the smoke. Like, I don't want to be, because they scare the crap out of me. Because I am a light sleeper, but they come up like, just appear. And then they're like, hey. And I'm like, why? And I don't want to do
like,
this
you
anymore.
Don't
and then you don't sleep well after that.
You don't swing on them or anything?
No, I'm scared.
Could you imagine seeing a little face in the dark looking at you?
It happens every night.
I'd start swinging. Night. Like, that's why
every night. Like, stop doing this to me.
But that's why my kids...
And they never go to the dad. It's just me.
Exactly.
It's me.
It's like, you don't want to sleep like a baby. You want to sleep like a husband.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
How would that feel to never be woken up at night? Just
I
never.
Don't know. I could never.
And then when he does wake up, he's angry and yelling. And I'm like, this has happened to me 4 times tonight. 4 times.
Yeah? Maybe you need to start waking up, like, just, like, lose your mind.
Maybe I do.
And then they'll
like, stop.
Like, scared?
Yeah.
That would, I mean, maybe. Because then I don't know, man.
I don't know, but they need to stop.
Stop. Because that's why I keep my kid, I let him sleep in bed with me. Well, first of all, because, you know, I've already told you. Yeah. But it's like, I'm so scared my house is going to burn down for no reason. So I just know that I can just grab him and go. But then, like, I also, too, know that if he were to come downstairs at night and opened my door and I woke up next to a little face staring at me in the dark, I don't know what I would do. This
just started happening because I was a co-sleeper too. My kids have always slept with me. Yeah. But now we're trying to transition into like their bed or whatever, and it's just scary times. But I was like you with I always have a plan in my head, ready for attack. Like where are my kids? How am I getting out? Yeah. What window am I going through? Like what exit? I do.
I'm just scared that my house is gonna burn down, or if like somebody's in my house. It's like, okay, so what do I do if somebody's in my house and I'm not with my kid? I do too.
Does everybody do this?
I don't know. I mean,
they should.
I think about this stuff all the time.
I've even gone as far as to like give my kids a code word. Like if you're ever in a situation where you can't say something. Yeah. And I know that word, and my husband too. They all think I'm crazy. But I'm like, if you give me that word, then I know it's like either 911. I'm just coming in ready to attack. Yeah. We're getting out. Like something is extreme. Because
my mom did that with us growing up.
She did?
Yeah, it was a secret password. So it's like if you're walking home from school and someone goes, oh, hey, your mom told me to come pick you up. And you have to say, oh, what's the secret password? Mine was, it was abracadabra, let it rip.
Are you serious? That's a good one for the pickup thing.
Yeah. Don't use abracadabra, let it rip, because I'm telling you guys my code word. And don't try to abduct me, because I'm going to ask you what the secret word is. Because I'm going to be like, hi, your mom told me to pick you up as I'm like grown.
It's going to happen today at the grocery store.
I know, right? Like I'm going to be grown and they're going to be like, oh, hey, your mom told me to come pick you up. And I'll be like, what's the secret passcode? Abracadabra, let it rip. Okay! Just skip on it and just get abducted. They would probably return me because I'd be like, so where are we going? What are we doing?
Wouldn't stop talking.
What's your mom's name? What's your dad's name? Yeah. Do you have any pets? Do you like them?
Can I take this off my mouth?
Oh, I can't breathe.
I'm allergic to adhesives. They're wrapped around my arms. Can we just
this duct tape is itchy. I have to pee. Can you hurry? I gotta pee. Can you pull over? But can we go to Buc-ee's instead?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not trying to pee in one of those dimly lit gas stations.
Can I get a snack?
I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Like,
no wonder where our kids get it from.
I know. My kid, oh my gosh. And my kid waits till the last minute. He's always like, I gotta pee.
No, I have developed anxiety over this.
Yeah.
Because my kids have done it to me so much. I'm like, just stop. Just stop doing this to me. Like, my son will play his baseball game and I'll see him out there wiggling and it just freaks me out. I'm like, go to the bathroom before you get out there. Yeah. I can't take it. My daughter, though, she's notorious. Like, doesn't matter. Nope, I don't have to go. Nope, I don't have to go. Nope, I don't have to go. Get in the car, have to go. And she can't hold it. I'm like, can you hold it? Nope. Mm-hmm. And then I started freaking out. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I can't stand it. I can't.
I think they have like a something in them.
Oh, I didn't have to go then.
But you got to go now?
Yeah.
See, my kid always he always has to go to the bathroom when we go past gas stations because he knows he's like going to get donuts.
Oh.
Because I can't.
They're smart.
Because I can't go into a gas station, go to the bathroom, not buy something.
I know, me neither.
You're like that too?
Yeah. I'm never going to just go pee.
No, like I'm going to get like a pack of gum or like.
Definitely lottery tickets.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because
you got to get something, but then it's like, you know that these kids know this.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I got to pee. And then you're like, you're going to get some powdered donuts and maybe some like strawberry milk.
You're ruining my diet because you have to go pee.
Exactly.
Your fault.
But then it's like, I'm not going to take my kid to some like dumpster diver gas station. We're going to take him to the good ones. And of course, the good ones have the good snacks.
Yeah, they got the good snacks.
Oh.
The ice for the sodies.
Oh. It's bussing. It's bussing. So yeah, we've already hit the hour mark.
I was wondering.
I know.
I had so many stories to tell.
I know, me too.
Well, good.
Dang.
Write it down.
All right.
Next week.
Write down our little thing-a-langs.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we have to wrap it up for today.
Yeah.
So
thanks for listening
to the Plastics Podcast.
Yes.
So we will see you next week. Podcasts go up on Tuesdays. The YouTube videos go up on Wednesdays. So follow us at The Plastics Show on Instagram.
Yes. Be on the lookout for some posts that we're going to...
From today's conversation.
Yeah, from today's conversation.
And of course, follow us on YouTube at The Plastic Show.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see our big old mugs just plastered all over the internet.
Yes.
So, yep. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And
we'll see you next week.
Bye. Bye.